and welcome to another Cuppa with Kaci. And today we are working on my new YouTube display pic. I've been wanting to do this for a while because my old one is, well, old, and I wanted to update it with something a bit more my current style. So I went with this cute chibi-esque style of myself, added some wings and some flair, and I think it suits my YouTube channel much better than the old image did. So the program I'm using for this is Clip Studio Paint on my iPad Pro. I love this program so much. It's so much better than Procreate in my opinion. I think that's because it's a lot closer to Paint Tool Sci than Procreate is, and because I'm so used to using Paint Tool Sci, I find it really hard to use Procreate. But Clip Studio Paint has the ability to paint and blend at the same time, and a lot of the brushes feel very similar to Paint Tool Sci to me. And I love it so much, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to make a new image using it, as well as just updating everything. My old YouTube display pic was done on Procreate, so that might give you a little bit something of a hint on why I didn't like it that much. I don't enjoy Procreate. Procreate is hard. Yeah. All power to those of you who can use Procreate, but I can't. Procreate is too difficult for me. I can't wrap my head around it. But Clip Studio Paint, on the other hand, like, I've heard about this program for years. I just never, wanted to spend any money on it because I'm cheap and Paint Tool Sci is much cheaper. But since using my iPad Pro and not really liking Procreate, I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. You get like 3 months of free trial with Clip Studio Paint before you have to actually pay for it. So I've been loving it, and it's great. And I'm probably going to buy it properly, as long as it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, because we all know I'd like to keep both of my arms and legs to myself. Please. Yes. I don't know where that sentence was going. Yeah, so the picture itself is very simple, and the colouring, I think, is what actually brings it to life. I love this brush with Clip Studio Paint. I think it's called Paint and Apply, or Apply and Paint, or something like that. I don't know. It's one of the paint brushes, but you can paint and smudge it at the same time. It's very much like the watercolour brush in Paint Tool Sci, which is what I used to use for all my shading and things. And yeah, this is very similar, and I love it. And I have to get back into this version of shading, because obviously I don't do this in Procreate because you can't. So I've sort of lost my knack for it, but I think I'm getting better. I've just got to practice and stuff. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, so I did my usual skin tones with shading, and then multiply layer around the eyes, and then some blushies, and then went through with an overlay layer with white to just add some highlights, and I think it looks really effective, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, there's not really much to say else about the process of this pic. It's very simple, and there's not much else to say. If you have any questions, do ask below, but there's not much more than that. Paint, smudge, multiply, highlights, done. That's my process in colouring. The subject of the picture itself, me with the wings, is something that I've been drawing year after year for a long time. I think I've got probably pictures of when I was 15 of this, and it always seems to come back around. So maybe I could do a video with all the different rehashes of this image, and compare them all and see how my style has progressed, but that's not today's video. Today's video is just drawing this cute little me with a cute little wing, adding in some of my tattoos, not all of them because there are now too many to even bother with. I got a new one this week and it hurts and it sucks, and yeah, don't do tattoos if you're in pain. Don't do it. I mean, I use numbing cream, which I've never done before, but I'm a wimp for getting tattoos on my legs, and this tattoo is a big tattoo on my calf. So I got this numbing cream, and it was magic, and it's amazing, and I couldn't feel a thing. And then, like 3 hours after the tattoo, the pain hit all at once, and it was like agony. And yeah, it's not been a pleasant healing process, but that's because my legs are weak and they hurt, and I don't like tattoos on my legs, but it looks so pretty and I'm very happy about it. It's a picture of my my dog who had to get put down a couple months ago. He was my baby and I miss him very much, and I got this gorgeous portrait of him on the back of my calf, and I just got the colour all done and I'm just waiting for it to heal, and it hurts and it sucks, and yeah, that's why I did a digital image this week instead of a camera recording, because it's too awkward to sit at my desk where my leg hurts and I can't put my feet up in any comfortable position. So you get digital art this week. Yay! As for next week, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I am open to suggestions. Anyone who wants to see anything in particular, even if it's just a medium of choice, paint, markers, digital, just put your ideas below and I shall do them, because I enjoy doing art and sometimes have no ideas, so your ideas are always helpful. So we are about halfway through the video at the moment. I'm about to start colouring the hair, and I think the hair is where I took the most effort in this whole picture, because I really enjoy doing hair in this style. Well, I mean, semi-enjoy. I don't really enjoy doing hair at any point because I find it really difficult to make look good, but in this case, I was very happy with it and I had fun with it. I just did a very simple sort of scribble the strands in, blend it out, then layer above on multiply, do the same again, and then do the same again, add some gradients in, and boom, it was done. And yeah, like, hair is not one of my strong suits. I will admit that very easily. I do need to practice it. Maybe I'll do that next week. We'll have a practicing how to do hair video. It will be very fun and not boring at all. Yeah, so this style of shading has really helped my art to what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word is, but basically helped me make my art pop off the page, you know, made it more interesting to look at. When I'm doing cell shading, I find that I don't really know where I should be adding the shade. Like, even with, you know, knowing my light source and all that stuff, I always find cell shading just, I don't know how to make it look more than just me being lazy, to be honest. Whereas this style of shading, I can be very lazy and it can still look really good. And it just helps my art to just get to that next level. And that's why I'm so glad to have Clip Studio Paint on my iPad now, because I can make my art look how I want it to look again, because you can't do this style in Procreate, at least not very easily. And I really missed that. I love this style. This style is very much my favorite way of shading since learning digital art. And yeah, here's me going in with the overlay with the white, and I love it how it looks on the hair color. And I got my hair done this week as well. I got a tattoo this week and I got my hair done. I think I got my nails done too. It was a very good week for self-care, but my hair's an extra bit blonde now, so I don't actually have it light enough in this image, but I was liking the way it was looking with the multiply too much to lighten it at all. So it's a little darker than my actual hair colour is, but you know, I'm not doing a face reveal anytime soon, so you don't have to worry about that. And then obviously you add your highlights, shiny bits to make it look super shiny, and I'm so happy with it. Then you just condense all the layers down and boom, you wouldn't even know. Except now I'm highlighting the brown bits on the sides, so you can't even see the layer above. The beauty of layers. Layers make art so much easier, I have to admit. I love doing traditional art. Love doing traditional art, but having the ability to use layers is a godsend sometimes. I struggled with the eyes on this piece. This is not something I normally struggle with. I find eyes really fun to do and quite enjoy it a lot of the time, but for some reason I just could not get the pupils to look not dumb in this image. I had so much trouble. I sat here for quite a while trying to get them to look right in my usual style and just gave up because it was not going how I wanted it to. So instead I just went with little dots and then used an overlay to add some stars just to give it a bit of interest. And I actually am really happy with how it turned out in the end, but it's not my usual style by any means. So I was a little bit frustrated, but we got there. You know, it looks all right. I quite like the star pupil look, so I might do it again in future. Hey, it might have been a happy accident. I might have actually found my new thing. All my pictures are now going to have star pupils. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to forget how to draw normal pupils, and my art will just, all my characters will look like they're staring into space. That's a problem for future Kaci. Anyway, I wanted to add a bit more detail into the wings. I'm not sure it came out how I wanted it to, but it looks okay. And so I kept the feather pattern, or, well, not pattern, but, you know, details. And then comes the background. I did not know what I wanted to do for this, so I sort of just winged it. Oh, punny. Oh, that's bad. That's a bad pun. Yeah, I knew I wanted purple, but that's about as far as I knew. I ended up with a gradient and then went in with the lovely overlay layer, because overlay is the best. I love overlay. It makes everything look really nice. So I just did an outline around the whole thing to make it stand away from the background, and then added some stars and sparkles, because it's not Kaci Star without stars and sparkles. I like sparkly things. I need more sparkles in my life. I'm just gonna start bathing in glitter, I think. Anyway, so that's me signing it, and then we'll add some stars and sparkles, and that'll be the whole thing complete. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, comment below future video ideas or just something you'd like to see, or even if you'd like some tutorials or something on how I do stuff. Not that it's particularly difficult once you really get down to it. Yeah, so I'll see you all next week in another video, and check me out on Facebook and Instagram for art updates throughout the week when I'm not posting videos. Have a lovely week, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!